The story of the Atlanta Boulevard Seventh-day Adventist Church began 50 years ago at a tent revival in East Atlanta. The summer revival was led by none other than the eloquent, spirit-filled evangelist H.L. Cleveland. He baptized more than 250 new members into the Adventist faith. The constant yet inevitable factor in life is change. Over the years, Atlanta Boulevard Seventh-day Adventist Church, a house of worship whose genesis was birthed during a time of social upheaval and civil unrest, has embraced change as well as growth. There had been the important passage of the 1965 Voting Rights Act by Lyndon B. Johnson, among other civil rights activities happening during the birth of the church. Black communities populated traditionally white suburbs, which prompted more change and white flight. These days, many of these same communities are experiencing gentrification, even more change. However, through it all, Boulevard Seventh-day Adventist Church has remained.
I had no intentions of joining the tent. But my sister and her husband, Lilybell Dickerson and Eugene Dickerson, members of the Berean Church, would come to visit us, and they would try their best to tell us about stop cooking the pork. And I couldn't understand why they wanted me to do that.
Never heard of a Seventh-day Adventist church. We moved here, but we learned about it, and we joined the Seventh-day Adventist church. I already believed in Jesus, but I was a Baptist before I was a Seventh-day Adventist.
Mm-hmm. Our oldest brother, and our oldest brother. Mm-hmm. These are the four the sons. That's Henry there. And these are his daughters again. Mm-hmm. This is my family here. Mm-hmm. My oldest daughter was on there for my second marriage. This one of my sisters, she's deceased.
Oh, okay.
This is Henry now again. This is my oldest brother Henry's
Message.
Oh, it's very good because they have good services and teach a lot. A lot of good teaching. Studies and all that. Children and love to, work with the services and they were all that.
God planted me here at this church at this time in their journey. 50 years ago, God allowed this church to start because somebody in this neighborhood needed to know Jesus. And there are people still in this church from this neighborhood that found Christ and has held on 50 years. God's grace at work. This also brings forth a challenge, because as we seek to go toward the future, what will the next 50 years look like? Will we continue to reach those in East Atlanta and share the love of Jesus, that they may grab hold of Jesus, hold on to it for another 50 years? Or if Jesus comes back prior to that time, they'll spend eternity with him. Well, my vision, or our vision, as we posted on the wall, our mission is just reaching. We want to reach this community with the hope, wholeness, and the love of Jesus Christ. But our vision, we want to grow, not just grow numerically and adding more people in, but when people come, we want them to become disciples, to grow and mature in their walk with Christ. We also want to impact their lives. Wherever God needs to work in their lives to make them whole, that's where we want to work. So reaching the community, we want to get into the community, become a vibrant integrated part of this community. Not just this is a place I go on Sabbath, but this church has dug in and become integrated into this community. And it could be from ministries with pantry ministry that deals with helping schools out, could be ministries that help in the healthcare area, hospice, nursing homes, whatever we can do to build something in East Atlanta that will become mainstream.
And you've been hearing about the 50th anniversary coming up. What do you think about a church that's been here for 50 years?
That's a long time. Still growing, everything. Yeah.
What do you like about Jesus?
He's coming back.
He's coming back. What do you think about the church?
It's awesome. Love to come here
How's it awesome?
because I get to meet nice people here and we get to worship the Lord.
What's so good about worshiping the Lord?
That we have a chance to go to heaven and help other people to know more about Him.
Like the children of Israel, this church has had to transport their tabernacle under the various pastors in various locations in East Atlanta. The church is not a static institution. It is a real, live, breathing entity that responds to the social change while continuing to pursue God's grace.